Once you're on the application form, please begin by completing the application pre-check, which is this section here. I've done that already, so we'll move on to the student's information. I've entered in most of the student's information already, but we'll go through each field together. Please add a legal last name and legal first name. I've done that here. A middle name is needed only if it's applicable in your case, and a birth date is mandatory. I'll go ahead and delete what I've entered there already, just so that you can see the best way to go about adding a birth date. So please go ahead and add the birth year first, then the month, and then the date. And that will generate the birth date correctly for you. Please also add a usual last name and usual first name if your child goes by a different called name. Our student in this case prefers to be called Jenny instead of Jennifer, so I've added Jenny here. We also require a UCI number on your application form. Please enter this number without any spaces or hyphens. Okay, so all of the digits should be together. If you have questions regarding what a UCI number is, please click on the question mark here so that a new tab opens up for you, taking you to a page that will explain exactly what that number is and where you can find the UCI number. Please take some time to read over that information. If you have any additional questions, you are also always welcome to reach out to our MCLW and Swiss team members, and they will be happy to provide you with more guidance. Once you're done with that, you can close that tab and return to your application form and continue filling out the application. Please add a gender for the student and an address as well. I've done that, so we can review each field here. A street number is needed, street name, street type. This is a drop-down menu, so please select whichever one is applicable for you. Street direction, if your address has one. A unit number, if you live in an apartment or basement, for example. Please select the city, province, and postal code. Also, if possible, include the most recent school that your student attended or that your child attended. I've already done that. Anytime you see these arrows, you know that that is a drop-down menu, so please always just click on them and see what options appear for you. Okay. And then we also need a country of birth information and country of citizenship as well. In this case, Jenny is from Mexico, so I've gone ahead and selected Mexico from the drop-down menu, and I've added her arrival date as well already. So here, as I mentioned before, we'd select the year, then the month, and then the date. We also need the status in Canada information. There are 4 options for you to choose from, so please select whichever one is applicable to you. And then an immigration category section as well. There are more options here, so please take the time to review all of them and determine which one is the right fit for you. In this case, Jenny is an international student, so I have selected that already. The language at home is mandatory, so I've selected Spanish, and I've indicated that she did not attend Strong Start, does not have Indigenous ancestry, and does not have special needs. Lastly, we need medical information for the student. Please enter a doctor, a phone number, dentist name, dentist phone number. If you don't have a dentist or a doctor right now, you are able to leave that section blank, but please add that information if that is available. Please also indicate whether or not there is an immunization record for the student. Please note that you will need to attach that record to your application later. I will show you how to do that in video 4 of this series. Please indicate if the student has any allergies and any life-threatening conditions. Please also go ahead and add a care card number if you have a care card already. If you do not worry. You can add that information later. You can update that with the school if it comes much later in the mail, for example. Now, if you only have one student, this section is now complete. If you are registering an additional student, you can do that on this form already, simply by clicking on the plus sign here, so that a whole new section appears and you can enter in that student's information. If that is not the case, just click Remove Student and that section will disappear. That concludes this video. The next video will go over how to add a parent and an emergency contact. Please stay tuned and thanks so much for watching.